Hey there guys, welcome back to my channel. I am PrettyPoisonStef, a South African simmer. Today we are renovating the Goth residence. So it was quite fun to do this renovation, but this house is so big. But in any case, so for the house I sticked with a black theme. I tried to make almost everything black, but there is pops of red throughout the house here and there. Not too much though. And then in the children's bedrooms, I also used different colors. So it's not entirely black, but the main areas of the house is like almost completely black. So I also tried to give this house a little bit of a more modern type of feeling. So you will see I used these big windows. So I gave the house quite a bit of natural light. Despite it being a Goth house, I felt like it can still have natural light in it. It doesn't have to be dark inside everywhere, you know. And I thought it looks really pretty, a black house that is still kind of modernish. So for the kitchen, I decided to use an archway to link the kitchen to the living room, and then the living room will also be linked with an archway to the entrance of the house. So in the kitchen is pretty big. I really enjoyed decorating the kitchen. There's a lot of space for clutter. There's also a lot of space for functionality. There's like a little coffee corner next to the fridge. We have a basin corner that is like around the corner by the back door. I also put a bar in the kitchen. Now this house actually features 2 bars, but I mean that's cool. So there's the bar in the kitchen. So let's say they're having a little party or gathering or whatever. Then while say the mother is cooking, then the guests, they can like chill around the bar in the kitchen and keep the mother company while cooking as well. I mean, it doesn't have to be all separated and stuff. So now as you can see, there's a lot of clutter I'm putting in this kitchen. But I mean, this kitchen has so much space for all this clutter. So I was really happy to clutter up the kitchen with all the space it has. So as you can see, I put a lot of stuff. I put like everything I could find. We have jars, we have plates, we have the spice rack thingy. I also use this little bread or cake holder thingy that I like never use. There's jars for the coffee. I think it's really cool, these country kitchen jars with the little teapot on it and the coffee beans on it. It's really pretty cool. And then we have this little, it's like an elephant type of deco kettle thing that's also pretty cool. Or not kettle, but a teapot, sorry. I'm like confusing. Kettle is like electronic stuff. That's not what I meant. For the curtains, I used these wedding story curtains because I felt like it fits really well. The shape of the other curtains I didn't really find one that fits nicely with these windows. So that one fit the best, so that's why I went for that. And then I was going to use these huge black doors, but then I decided, okay, you know what? Let me use like more normal doors. That's maybe a bit too big. So this will be the guest bathroom downstairs. It's more like a powder room, I guess. It's not really a bathroom because it doesn't have a bathtub or something in it. It's just like a little powder room where they can like pee or check the mirror or wash their hands, you know, that kind of thing. So in this bathroom, I also wanted to put space behind the toilet for maybe some clutter. And also it looks a bit fancy, don't you think? With the marbly counter behind the toilet, which is pretty cool. And then I only put 1 basin and 3 counters, of course, because I also put a bunch of clutter. Even though this is just like a little guest powder room, it can still have a lot of clutter, I feel like. Maybe, I don't know, like the Goth family make sure their guests are comfortable, so they put a lot of soaps and perfumes and stuff for their guests to use in the bathroom. Now we head on to the living room side. As you can see, I'm using the same curtains as I did in the kitchen. And then of course they have to have a chess set in this house. So I put the chess set by the window, and then we have a fireplace with a TV and these beautiful couches from the decor to the max kit. I really love these couches. They are so pretty. And yeah, we put a nice big white fluffy rug, and then I use these lights that's like candle lights because I mean it's the Goth house, so it fits the vibe of the house really well. Even though I'm trying to modernize the house, there can still be some like older style furniture in the house. And then I put some picture frames up on the wall. I tried to put a lot of pictures in like clustered together, you know, to give it a nice collage type of vibe on the wall. And then I make use again of these marble counters or little, it's not a cabinet because I don't see an opening, it's just like a slab, maybe we can call it a slab. And I use the bookshelves from the Crystal Creations kit because I mean those are the best bookshelves in the game right now, so of course, why not. And then I place down a lot of clutter, but not too much though. It's just like, it's enough to say, okay, wow, they are living here, but it's not like a lot to say, oh, this house is a mess. So it is, I think, just the right amount of clutter in the house. Now I put a second bar here because I mean it's the living room, so you don't want to walk all the way to the kitchen to get some drinks. So this is where the main bar area is. As you can see, it's a big bar and they have a lot of shelves with alcohol on it. So these guys, they know how to drink. Then I also make use of these candle lights because they are really pretty. I mean, just look at it. It's so beautiful. And I also love this little side cabinet. And then just some more lights. I feel like I don't want the house to be dark regarding lighting. It must still be light because we are trying to modernize it a bit. And now I'm just like decorating and cluttering up the entrance side of the house. So this candle in the corner, I put it in the cupboard. I actually kind of wanted to make it look like it's standing on the cupboard or something like that. So it's not like a floor lamp, but rather like a lamp you put on the cupboard type of vibes, which I think it looks really awesome. And then just like random couches, some plants around because you also want life in the house. You don't want it to look like a little graveyard house or a dead house, you know. So now I'm busy with the upstairs bathrooms. There's 2 bathrooms upstairs, so it's the main one for the kids, and then the parents' bedroom, they have their own bathroom as well. So I kind of try to do similar stuff in the 2 bathrooms and use the same type of furniture. For the toilet, I also used a cabinet which I then sized down and placed behind the toilet just to make it look a bit different. Otherwise it's like just a toilet against the wall. It's so boring sometimes. I mean, I try to make some different stuff, not always just do the same thing. So yeah, now I'm just copying over the furniture. And then the shower, I don't know why, but I always put the shower on an elevated level. Like, I don't like putting the shower like on the same level as the rest of the bathroom. I feel like there must be a little bit of a platform, which is, I think is pretty cool. I really love using platforms. And yeah, so now I'm just like decorating the bathroom. I also put a lot of shelving, so there's a lot of clutter in the bathrooms. So yeah, this house, I must say, has a lot of clutter in it actually. So above the toilet we have some candles, some toilet paper rolls and some plants. And then by the basins, it's like all the bath salts and some makeup and, you know, like perfumes and creams and some towels and soap. And of course a blow dryer and the toothbrushes because I mean they need to brush their teeth. And then some plants as well to fill in some blanks. And then like by the shower side, I put this little table next to the bath where I also put some bath soaps and it's like the bath salts and those little towels that are folded with the bath soap on top of it. And also by the shower side, I like putting a little bench or something. So I use the 𝗕𝗂𝗶𝗹𝗀 bench, which looks really pretty. And then some towels. And everything in this house is play tested and functional. So I did make sure this bathroom does work 100%, so there's no problems with functionality. It is all working. And this build is available on my gallery, this renovation. So you guys can also get it if you would like to get it. Now I'm doing the other bathroom, which is very similar. It is a bit smaller than the previous bathroom for the children, but generally the stuff is very similar. So for this bathroom, the cupboard I put behind the toilet also overlaps into the shower section because I wanted to put this little towels with the soap bar stack on the, like by the shower, so that's what I did there. And then I add some candle lights to give the bathroom some lighting. I hope it is enough light. It is maybe a bit dark in the bathroom, but how many? I gave it like 6 of those candle lights, so I think it's enough. It should be fine. So now we are heading on to the teenager room, Cassandra. So I kind of made her theme color like purplish, and I also made use of a lot of platforms. So with her room, I wanted to give a fireplace as well. So I made space on the one platform for the fireplace, which looks really pretty. And I gave her a nice purple bookshelf from the Crystal Creations pack. And then for her curtains, that's the Desert Lux kit curtains. And also she has her own desk with computer. I feel like she is a musical sim, so I also gave her all the violins and the guitars, which I do move around a bit to find it a nice spot. And then another closet from the High School Years pack, which looks really pretty in purple. And then I also had a bunch of clutter. I gave her some more books and stuff like that, like above her computer desk. And also some really pretty crystals, which I thought fits the vibe of her room really cool. So one thing to note with this computer desk, unfortunately, it's also one of those where your sim must first sit down on the chair, then you can let them interact with the computer, otherwise they won't use the computer. But even with it being like that, it is functional. You just have to take that extra step of making your sim sit down first before using the computer. But I think it is fine. So for the bedside table, I actually used this little bench. It's not really a table, it's a High School Years bench. And then I just put some clutter on it and a little pillow next to it as well. And then I also put a few carpets, especially the Crystal Creations carpets, looks really pretty. This room is kind of like a purpley mystical theme type of room. And then a mirror, so I decided to put it in the corner next to the fireplace, and it does work. I did test it, so your sim can use it. She's actually going to stand on one of the platforms and then use the mirror from there, but it's a really pretty mirror from the High School Years pack. So to decorate the wall a bit by the bed, I used these, it's like concrete wall slabs, which looks really cool. And then I also put a lot of posters on the walls, just like some wall art, you know, to decorate the room a bit. Now we move on to the main bedroom. This will be the parents' bedroom. So by the windows, I put these couches, and then I gave them this bed with like a frame with curtains on it, which I thought looks pretty cool. And then they also have quite a few like dresses and closets for their clothing. And the mirror I used is from Base Game. They also have a fireplace because I felt like it's nice and cozy for the bedroom, and the bedroom is pretty big, so there was more than enough space for the fireplace and a bookshelf. I also hung I almost said birth certificate, but I mean a wedding certificate above the bed, just to show they are married or whatever. I just really like doing that with couples rooms. It is a cool feature from the Growing Together pack, which I thought is really cute. And then next to the fireplace, I put these little cabinets, and the dine out flowers on the wall looks really pretty. And I also put some clutter, but once again, I did not put too much clutter. I just put enough so that you can see it is lived in, but it is not messy. And then I just finish off the room with these plants hanging on the wall. And now we are doing the kids' bedroom, which also came out really cool. So the theme color here is more like a bluish color, but here and there is also maybe a pop of red. Like this cupboard is red. It's really bright and stands out. But I thought it looks really pretty just to have some different colors. Since it is a child's bedroom, it can be a bit more colorful. So for his bedroom, I gave him a TV, and I also gave him a gaming console and a couch so he can sit and play video games. He also has a desk where he can do his homework. I did test it out. He can actually sit there and do his homework. And then he has also a bunch of toys. He has this radio so he can listen to music. He has a jar where he can collect his marbles. So outside I actually did put the marble game, so he can actually play the marbles when he has. And yeah, he also has that little arts and crafts table, and I also gave him a violin so he can practice music. And then I just put some wall art and just some random clutter, you know, to make his room look more oh, a kid lives here, you know, that kind of vibes. So originally I put a lot of posters and stuff on his wall, but then I decided that's maybe a bit overboard, so I actually removed all of that and just put a few pieces of art on the wall because I didn't want to overdo it. And then I decided to change his bed to this blue swatch. So yeah, that's his kitty's bedroom. And now the last part of the interior is this general area on the second floor. So this general area will be It's like a little family room where they can sit and play games like symbol or bold puzzles. And I also gave 2 computer desks in this area. So like different family members, they can use the computer to work or to play games or whatever they need it for. So that is pretty much it. There's not much to this part of the house, and then just some wall art to finish it off. And now we are on the landscaping part of this build. So I put quite a few little trees and some bushes, and I decided to give them rose bushes. I actually almost never use these rose bushes, but yeah, I used it in this build. So I gave them rose bushes and lavender plants, which is really pretty. And then I also laid some more bricks out for them and just like covered the ground with these other plants. And then added a few decorative rocks because it's something I almost never use. So this area is where the outdoor dustbin and the mailbox is. And then for the backyard, I did similar landscaping with the rose bushes and the lavender. And then I also make a barbecue area in the backyard, which we will see in a minute. For this part, I also added some different plants like the white ones, but I didn't put too many plants. So there's the marble game, and then yeah, we have the barbecue as well as a nice outdoor like dining set, I guess, or whatever you would like to call that. But anyways guys, next up is the house tour and the screenshots. I hope you enjoyed my video. Please comment down below what do you think, give this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I hope you guys have an amazing day further. Poison out.